So how would you define, Albion and, what makes it different from, other VCs, maybe in the way you assist entrepreneurs, maybe on, the different topics and sectors you cover, etc. So how would you define Albion, really in your own words, like for people who maybe do not know the name or even like the space you would cover? So what makes it like particular in the VC world?
Sure, sure. Yeah, no, a few things. I think, generally, I guess the timeline, what I guess our goal objective is and mission is really to build and be the best kind of early stage software focused investor in the UK. And so a few things that I like to highlight in terms of, hopefully what's a bit different or unique about us. Maybe three things. Number one, a long history. We've been around for 30 years. So one of actually the oldest kind of software focus in particular in the UK, a very kind of experienced team that has gone through various cycles, so very stable team. The founding partners are pretty much, all kind of still here. Number two, we tried to be quite, focused and specialist in what we do. So again, focus on software. These days, it's a bit less maybe original, but we've been doing it for a long time. But also within software, we've always had some kind of try to develop some specialism and expertise in a few key areas, which have been in particular fintech, and AI, security, health. Also, we have three partners that are ex-doctors, so those guys are just 100% verticalized on health and also on deep tech and more kind of technical things. And number three, I think also in terms of structure, we're a little bit different from the typical venture fund that raise kind of vintages maybe every 3 years from institutional LPs. On our end, we actually have an evergreen structure, and we have about $1 billion under management,
Mhm.
and we raise our funds every year, typically close to 100 million. And we'll do, 6 to 8 new investments. Myself, I do, maybe 1 to 2. So quite focused, low volume, high conviction investors. Those would be kind of the key things I would highlight about us.
Okay. So when you say high conviction, what does that mean exactly for?
Sure. I mean, I guess it's one way to say, as opposed to, the more, I mean, the kind of, maybe it's a bit mean to describe it this way, but, some investors, or like in particular early on, might be a bit more kind of a spray and pray, like doing lots of, different checks. Sometimes you hear, 1, 2 investments per week, or I mean, maybe when they're really investing also much more early on, that kind of precede, or, 1 to 2 per month. We're not like that. Again, it's kind of less high volume. And so, myself, I'll do again, kind of, maybe 1 or 2 max new per year. So the one you do, you want to be convinced. And it's always a good reminder, the high bar, that it's a team you want to partner with and work with also for a long time, because it's a long game. So that's, I guess, why I describe it this way.